BLPA Big Show. Hockey, sports, life for the adult athlete. Powered by the Beer League Players Association. Follow us at the BLPA.
Everybody, just follow.
Keep connected with us. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You dig that?
Follow
on every social media outlet. And make sure you follow the crew on Twitter. Nick at Nicker Jones. Jason at Beer League Jason. And Jillian at BLPA Jillian. Let's get it.
Welcome to the greatest hockey show in the world. Good week, everybody. Hey, it's me. I'm your host, Nicky Commish. Nicker Jones on Instagram. No, the Nicker Jones on Instagram. Nicker Jones everywhere else. And right here we have Reed. Reed, what's going on, my man?
Not much. Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here. I'm Reed Campbell, here co-hosting again. Find me on most socials just by Reed Campbell.
And guess who else is here? Just in the, I would say Nick of time, but just in the Jason of time.
Just in
right
the Jason
here.
of time.
Jason.
Holy cow.
Hey, look at these shirts. Every single one.
Right?
Jason.
Mine's a little worn.
Yeah, and you ordered yours without sleeves.
Yeah.
You ordered, and this is Jason, everyone. You can find him at Beer League Jason. So lots of things to get to today. Lots of things. We have a new sponsor.
Heyo.
But before we get there,
fantastic.
I just want to ask you guys one question. If I was to give you and everybody take it and use it, $10. $10.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to do right here. Our new sponsor is so gracious. They're giving us all $10 to use.
Let's go.
And they've actually named their company after me and Jason a little bit. They've seen our game. And the name of the company is bardownsportsco.com. Okay. Listen, they see me and Jason go bar down. They said, hey, we got to name a company after, and we're going to sell hockey equipment to help other people go bar down. And Fantastic. That's what they're doing. And now they're supporting the show. They're now our main flagship sponsor. So go and check them out. And like I said, they're giving you $10. $10. You can go spend on whatever you want. You need a new twig to go bar down? Go get a new twig. Minus $10 because we're giving you $10. You need some tape so you don't have to. Now listen, don't try to pull the thing where you buy one roll of tape and try to get a $6 refund. That's not going to work. All right. Cool. But you got to use the code BLPA so they know you're a cool guy or a chill guy. I guess that's the new meme, chill guy. And so basically that's a new sponsor. So check them out.
I would use that $10 and I might use that $10 for maybe a new chesty so I can stop people from going bar down since don't bar down often. I would use it for the opposite reason.
Good opposite. Okay. And hey, these guys are close to you. They're a pro shop out of Kansas City. So a Kansas City area. Yeah, it's just a drive.
Day trip.
But they ship
from Omaha.
They ship everywhere. It's crazy. They use this new service. It's called USPS, United States Postal Service, brand new. And they're gearing up for the holidays. Yeah. Well, they take all your packages. They'll send them to places that you want those packages to go. Most of the time, stuff gets there safe and on time. Most of the time. All right. But outside of that, what have you guys been doing? Any? We haven't seen Jason in a couple weeks, so I want to go for him. Jason, what's been going on, man?
Busy, man. Just working, back in the gym, working out. So that takes some time every day as well.
Can you show me like your?
Well, I mean, I've just started, so it's not quite there yet. I don't know if you remember, I hurt my shoulder in Nashville. And have been in physical therapy. So I just got out a couple weeks ago and am getting back into the swing of working out.
Yeah, but you didn't lose any definition. I can just by looking, I can tell.
I mean,
whoa, holy cow.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's 6 to midnight in record time.
Read anything of note happened with you in the last week?
Not a whole lot. Pretty uneventful last week just because we're gearing up for Vegas, but I played a horrible game on Sunday and we got thrashed pretty bad. And so I'm hoping to bounce back tonight in our our Tuesday night league championship game tonight. So fingers crossed that we show up there. We made it to the championship game after being third seat.
Does this rink have live barn? Can we all tune in?
It does not. Ugh. I'm kind of bummed about that.
Which one is this? I got a pretty good guess, but
it's Trank. Moylan.
Moylan doesn't have live barn?
No, Moylan doesn't have a live barn.
We're gonna have to get on.
Grover's the only place in town I think that has live barn.
That's the one that I would think wouldn't have live barn.
That's the one that does. Well, because that's the one all the kids play at. So
Gotcha. Well, we're starting this new thing where we're gonna start live streaming every single Dex game. And we're doing it in hopes that we can start like some fun little BLPA betting.
Okay.
And to do that, listen, I don't know how we're going to facilitate it, but I don't know if you guys know, but crypto went on a fucking bull run last week, right through the fucking roof. It's kind of went this way now, but then I got into talking about making a BLPA crypto coin, not to like sell it or make a ton of money. And
you're gonna pull the old Hawk Tua and
maybe
take a few mil out of it.
But we do have a BLPA coin now.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with it. I know I minted 500,000 BLPA coins. I am now in sole possession of 500,000 BLPA crypto coins. If we could just get those things up worth, I don't know, $10 a coin. Fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm
sitting pretty. Now is that US currency or Canadian currency? What's the exchange rate on those?
If I can get 5 million anything other than like Japanese yen, like if I can get like, hard euros, USD, Canadian, 5 million, I'm probably going to do it. But we do have some cool things planned. I'm talking to people that are smarter than me that know how to do it, right? Because I thought we need to find a utility, not necessarily to make money, although making money is nice. Because you saw how Jason was late. He was late because he was at his real job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta pay the bills.
If he was getting paid to do this, he would be here on time every day. Right. Fact. And the only way we can do that is with you guys. So if you guys just want to donate to our Patreon or you want to just Venmo us. So, we're trying to get Jason paid here. I'd like to be paid too, but I'm trying to get Jason paid first. So we have a full-time guy, right? I do this for fun. Jason's trying to get a bag,
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen. But nonetheless, the thing is that I'm talking to some people about some utilities of what we could do with this BLPA coin to where it's more about like in community engagement instead of going out and putting it on the market and all that stuff. Like I think it'd be cool if, like if we could do like, beer league bets where we, you buy $10 worth of BLPA coin and then you can bet it. But then it's like, well, what happens when someone wins $1,000 of BLPA coin? Like, where's that money come from? And that's just kind of conversations, that, and also you got to be sanctioned. It's a bunch of stuff, but I think it could do some cool stuff and at least increase the engagement within the community. But the first thing we're going to start doing is live streaming all of our Dex games. I think that's going to be something cool where people can chirp us in real time on Twitch. I think so. Yeah. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm here for it. When do you know when you're going to start doing that?
Yeah,
do you have a schedule? Oh, fantastic! Oh my gosh, couldn't have planned it better.
I no longer have a Live Barn subscription and don't watch my games because every time I've ever had a goal where I'm like, oh, that was nasty, I'm gonna go watch it. The second I start streaming, I'm like, wow, this is the worst hockey I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't get worse than this.
Well, the good news is
I remember that the first time I watched myself on video. I'm out there thinking I'm playing so hard, and then I watched on video. I was like, "Holy cow!
Yeah,
this is horrible."
Well, I will tell you that. I mean, I always tell this story when we talk about videoing ourselves. When I first started into hockey, we were a team full of literally beginners. Like literally, first game whistle blew, and we had to go out and help them off the ice. But nonetheless, Tanis, like all the guys, like, oh, someone should film our practice so we could see like what we're doing wrong. And so Tanis came out with our video camera and filmed. And the idea was like she'd film it. I'd bring everyone over. We'd have pizza and watch the stuff. But all she did was chirp us. Her and her friend would just chirp us and talk shit about us. And I was like, we can't even watch this. So we have to watch with no sound because you were literally embarrassing these guys that are stepping outside of their comfort zone. But the good news with Live Barn is I don't know how legal this is, but I'm just going to stream it to our Twitch through my Live Barn account. So I mean, we've been doing it. No one
sounds like a future cease and desist, but I'm here for it.
I mean, listen, I haven't read the TOS, the terms of service, but shout out to everyone watching us live too. Nebraskionian, an Omahomie, Jeff Fox.
Jeff,
there. Johnny Dunham,
the beauty Fox.
Johnny Dunham says, can't stay today. Have work meetings. Just wanted to see if Jason was back to being sleeveless. Not disappointed.
So, here I am. I did go to the gym twice this week, so back to no sleeves.
I have a new gym membership at Planet Fitness. Tanis got it for me a month ago. I have not been yet. but I'm planning on it. I'm planning on getting in there.
Okay.
So okay. So here's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about some Vegas chatter. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about a couple new content ideas we have. We've released all the jerseys through March, the theme ideas, not the jerseys. Jason doesn't have Facebook, so he doesn't know the jerseys. So we're going to play a game where we try to get him to guess what the theme is based on things. So we're going to play that game too. Then we got a segment called We Live. If anyone's got TikTok, they see this. And then 7 deadly sins of beer league. And then we'll end up with our top 5 at the end, like we always do now. We'll talk about our top 5 personal hockey moments. But first, sponsor. Okay, listen, my wife's in here chirping. A month ago, I signed you up back in October.
She's literally keeping the receipt.
Which is basically a month.
Keeping the receipts.
It's a month and 9 days ago was October. Come on. All right. So here's new ad read. Feeling like your performance has been a little lackluster lately? Has your team been flaccid? Is your goalie complaining about too much penetration? Are the opposing forwards coming at your goalie too hard? Sounds like you need the D. Don't worry. Nick and Jason from Two Guys D Service are here to deliver. We may just be a couple of nutty beer leaguers, but we've got the goods to help your team beat off the competition. Two Guys D Service will give you the D however you want it. Shutdown D, hard D, soft D, slow D, or fast D. Whatever kind of D you're looking for, Two Guys D Service can give it to you right. Give us a call, 443 the BLPA. Get your D today. Thank you for Two Guys D Service. Me and Jason, we're doing some side hustles, and giving the D is a hustle, I think.
Yeah. And listen, I stand behind everything you just said. We'll give you whatever D you want.
Whatever D you want, we got it for you. Okay. Might not be good.
It sounds like nothing less than a solid performance.
But I don't have my.
I don't think I've ever seen Jason play defense before. I have seen Nick play defense before.
Well, I've got news for you. The best shutdown D pairing in Dex history, to be frank, is me and Jason. You probably haven't seen it because it wouldn't be fair to the opposing team.
I believe it. I wondered, does it work so well because Jason bends a little to the right and Nick bends a little to the left?
Yep.
Is that?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It only works when we're together, because I had a game yesterday that I was playing 2 days ago that I was playing in, and both D pinched and I stayed back like a nice, responsible forward. But then the play quickly started going the other direction. And I went with him. I did the whole turnaround, tried to keep him outside. He went right around me and buried it bar down. And I went to my bench and I said, without Nick, I'm nothing. Nick would have been there to cover that.
Yeah. That's how I do. I'm very responsible. D-man, someone just asked in the comments, Nick plays defense. Ask that question again. I'm going to get real defensive. You know what I'm saying? So, and listen, last time I played D was probably Boston, and Jason saw it. He came down. I was responsible. I covered the pass and he went bar down, but it wasn't. That's the goalie. At that point, that's the goalie.
Right. Honestly, that was a goal in any league.
Up to you. I could have stepped up and said no, but then you probably would have sauced it over me and made my goalie look even more stupid. So I just kind of, I did the responsible thing. So, yeah. So here's what's coming up. Vegas.
Oh, can't wait.
I want to talk about the theme, but we got to play our game first before we can talk. Let's do the theme game first, and then we'll come back and talk about Vegas. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. We've released all the theme. We released the theme list yesterday,
and I've seen none of them
on our Facebook group. But Jason doesn't have Facebook, so he can't. He doesn't know these things. Even though we've released,
so progressive.
Well, it's a new thing. He's trying it. But what I want to do is see if we can get him to guess what the theme is just based on a couple questions or things, right? Okay.
Okay.
And just as a side note for everyone listening, because I see comments, the one thing we're not going to do this segment is talk about goalies. Okay.
Oof.
We're not going to talk about goalies.
There goes like half the listenership for the next.
I know. Well, listen. Okay, we might talk about it at the end. You have to stay tuned though, only if you're here.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one. let's see. What can I do for this first theme in Vegas? This is the Vegas theme. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Wah, 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 wah,
Charlie
wah,
Brown.
wah. Nailed it.
There you go.
Yep. Peanuts. Peanuts is the theme.
Okay.
Fire jerseys, by the way. The Snoopy jersey is.
Oh, they're so
I'm sorry.
good.
The Dex dog that looks like a famous dog from the Almonds comic strip. All right. Okay. Let's see. What's the next one? Then the next one coming down is Savannah.
Okay.
We talked about we needed to normalize this.
Seltzers. Yes.
Boom.
Boom.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Okay.
I still want to get that as a tattoo. That might be my next one, is like a seltzer and then a little banner that says normalized seltzers.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. This one is going to be a little harder because I'm not musically talented.
Okay.
This is Tampa, the Outlaw.
Okay.
Hello, 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 audio. Hello, 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 audio. Ba-da-da-da.
Nirvana.
Okay.
Punk band.
And then it pump. Yeah, got it. I didn't have to go too. Okay. Yes, let's go. All right. Here's Omaha. Got to sing again for this one.
Okay.
On a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loved Charlene. And the whole town said the fools should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene.
Country
in
music.
John Deere Green.
John Deere. Got it.
Yeah, but you got to keep going in Omaha. So it's types of
tractors.
nailed it.
Okay.
Ooh. The Boston one is hard because I don't really know how I don't know any of this music to do, but I could say something like Tullymore Dew. Oh, dang, this is going to be the hard one.
Bushmills.
Bushmills. I don't think Jason's an alcohol guy like that.
Mm-mm.
Jameson.
Okay. Whiskeys.
Yes, but what kind?
Irish.
Bam, nailed it.
There you go.
Nailed it. He got them all easy.
And I only know Jameson because my best friend will drink Jameson on a Tuesday, and he tries to get everyone to drink Jameson with him on a Tuesday, and it's awful. I don't drink alcohol like this.
Is this future VIP, Frank?
No, this is another friend.
You said best friend. Listen,
excuse me. Well,
hey Frank, listen, I'm going to let you know you're my best friend if you're a VIP, and basically you probably would still be Jason's best friend if you were a VIP too. So basically, all I'm saying is step it up. And anyone else that. Go ahead.
I mean, I think Frank knows because I just told somebody that I was not playing any more hockey, that like I wasn't joining any more teams. And then they were like, well, Frank just joined our team. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm in.
As a goalie?
Yeah, he's going to play goalie, obviously.
Okay, perfect. Is he going to pay his league fee or is he one of those?
Probably not.
Okay, that fits. Let's see, with that money he saves, guess what he could put it towards?
He could become a VIP member.
Hey, literally
VIP,
the first box when Frank is a VIP is going to be a goalie design. I have them and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Frank to sign up so I can do my BLPA goalie design.
So basically what you're saying is the other goalies should reach out to Frank to get him to be a member so that they can also receive the goalie design.
100%. I mean, his name's Frank Panico or Panico, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
That's PANICO.
Panic at the Disco.
And Panic at the Disco. So if you guys want it, just reach out to Frank. Let him know there's a goalie design just waiting. I mean, it's waiting. It's fresh too. I mean, it's nice. So, all right. So that brings us back to Vegas and the Charlie Brown theme, Peanuts. A very Peanuts Dexmas kind of goes with our D.
It's going to be so good.
I'm super stoked. Here's the only doubt. Last year we did the draft party at the rink we were playing at, but this year they have like UNLV club hockey and they said shit gets rowdy. They didn't have room for us in the pizza place, but we're still going to do it at a hockey bar. It's just a hockey bar at another rink at Las Vegas Ice Center, which I have to go in and check because this place, second worst showers I've ever had in a hockey rink over my time. First one, Alpha Ice Complex in Pittsburgh, grossest place I've ever been in my life. Second, no offense to Alpha, you just got to clean your shit up. That's basically it. The second place, big, and here's why: because they had like in the bathroom they have like these little pony walls, right? Which is for those that don't know, not in construction like my family used to be. They're little half walls, right? It's a little half wall that walks in, and there's a little thing, and then there's a little lip about this tall that's probably about 6 inches tall. 6 inches, 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
it's just
that's a great 6-inch measure right there.
and it would fill up with water. So you'd be standing like above your ankles in dirty ass shower water,
Gross.
like floor. And so I couldn't take it. So
I do like the pony walls. So it's like you can see other guys' junk if you want to, but you don't have to, right? Like it's going to take some effort. You got to kind of peek over, but if you want to, it's there.
And then you also, as another guy, as another guy, you can also, present. If you see someone, if you're like, oh, okay, he wants to see, here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I do like the options. That's nice.
Yeah. It's nice to have options. But it's a good thing though that we're not having the draft party in the showers.
Or maybe because not.
Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe
we just invented a new part of the draft party.
We're always trying to add new experiences to our.
You know what? Yeah, this might like pony walls for the draft party. Pants are optional. That's what I heard.
BLPA Dex Plus. All right. If you want in this one, you have to subscribe to our OnlyFans. That's onlyfans.com/theBLPA.
Yeah.
And 2, you'll have to pay a little bit extra to be a part of the shower draft.
It's Dex with 3 X's.
Yeah. It's not for everyone, mostly those who like helicopter rides.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. Well, hey, whatever. I mean, maybe we should move it to November. Then we can also offer a mustache ride option as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this.
For me.
I don't know if you saw this, but Tanis made me shave it even before and because I know she's listening. And let me shout out her. I was getting ready to get on, and she brings me this nice little iced cappuccino, and she snuck in like all secretively. And I was like, "Hey, we're not recording, but come over here when we start, so I can prove to people that you are actually nice to me." Then she flipped me off and walked out of here. So
that's love right there.
But she made me shave off my mustache because we had a news story done about myself and BLPA and how Tanis, a Canadian, brought an Oklahoman into hockey, and it's in like the Globe and Mail, like a national Canadian newspaper, and they wanted to take photos of us. And Tanis was like, "You can take photos with the mustache, but I won't be in them. Or you can shave it off and I'll be in the photos." And the newspaper was like, "Well, I mean, the story's about, the wife getting you in." I'm like, "Can we just Photoshop her?" But in the end,
is it because she couldn't control herself to be in the photo with the mustache? Like every time she was around it, like her primal instincts just took over.
Her pants just flew off.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. And she also we were in this gap of Dexes, so I wasn't out and about in the world. And I think she was probably more worried about what happened when I went out to these Dexes and I kept this mustache. I get it.
I get
it.
I would have had a hard time controlling myself. If you would have had it in Vegas this weekend, oh man, it would have been a different time. Is all I'm saying.
It's insane. It's insane. But anyway, we're going to Vegas. So you know what they do in Vegas, don't you, Jason?
They do some money lining in Vegas. That's for sure.
They do some money lining and they do a little gambling.
Yep.
And it's that time of the year where I once again ask for your financial. What does Bernie Sanders say? Once again, ask for your financial contributions or something, financial support. And here's the deal. I have this idea. Hear me out, everybody. This idea, okay? Everyone that's listening, I think there's 20 people on here right now, okay? Plus us 3. Everyone give me $100. You Venmo me right now, the BLPA, okay? We're going to take that $100, and as a group right now, we're going to decide.
Okay.
Do we go back to $100 a spin slots, or do we go back to roulette? I know you say craps, but I have to wait until I get you to teach me craps in person.
So that's never going to happen. We know that.
No, it's going to happen.
Okay.
It's going to happen in Columbus, probably. There's a casino there.
Okay.
All right. Or if you come to Oklahoma, there's some Indian casinos there. Or I don't know if I can say that. Native American casinos. I don't know. All the Native American tribes have casinos in Oklahoma, and that's where we go and gamble. So what's the vote here? We'll talk about it here. We'll let our people that are listening chime in. And you can only chime in if you give us $100. So anyone that's commented in our chat at all now owes me $100.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Contractual.
Roulette
Roulette or slots?
I like roulette because if you can win that first 50-50, everyone gets their money back, and now you're just playing with house money.
Yeah. Okay. But that's just, but it's also just one spin, and you could be
Well,
done.
maybe unless you get it right, and then it's
I
more
know,
than
but
one
what I'm
spin.
saying is that's always a risk, right?
Sure.
I will get it. And here's the
Yeah.
deal, guys. You guys are going to say, oh, well, you haven't won the last 2 times. Fair. I'm due. So you should get in while the getting's good. Maybe you'll give 200 instead of 100 because you know we're going to double that money up.
Would you rather be killed instantly with no pain, or would you rather a slow, painful death?
100%. Wait, but what is the slow, painful death?
Like suffocation, drowning.
Okay, yeah, that would suck. I mean, there are. I mean,
okay, so doing the slots is like drowning, right? You can feel it coming. There's nothing you can do, but it's taking time.
Yeah, like filling up from the like water from the bottom up. Like no pony wall is going to save you. That water in that shower is just going to keep coming up, and it's inevitable. Like you're gasping for breath with the last 2 inches of air, with the last 2 inches between the water and the ceiling. That kind of drowning.
Yeah, but roulette, it's over, or it's not over.
Or doing this is almost like heroin, right?
Oh, I don't know.
You're going to have a great high and it's going to feel good, or you're going to overdose and die.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be painful. I've never done heroin.
Sure.
For the record, I've never done heroin. I'm just
exactly what someone who has done a lot of heroin would say.
Yeah.
But listen, I have no track marks because I do it in between my toes. But
smart.
I don't do heroin. I don't do drugs are bad. Okay.
Except I think you should do roulette because again,
okay,
one spin and you can move on with your life, roulette. Or one spin and hey, we've got life and like now we're just playing with house money.
Okay, so you're in for $100. What you're saying?
Sure. Have you ever known me not to be willing to gamble?
Well, I know. Listen, but sometimes I'm waiting for the time. Like you never know. But it's like if you would have said no, you're not. I would know this isn't Jason, and an alien has now taken over Jason. I would have just known, right? That's just my test, you know.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I want to let everybody know what happened last year. We collected $2,200 from 21 souls that I'm grateful for, and myself. I have some on the game too, right? I have some skin. And we go in and we say, hey, we're going to put it on red. But then John Powell, he's a black man, right? And why am I saying he's a black man? Because it's relevant to this story, okay? He says, why when you put it on black, I'm black. And then how do you at that point, how do you argue with that? Either you do it because that's, and you take the L, or you don't do it and you could get canceled, right?
So it doesn't matter what you put it on. Your odds are the same. But I think you just got to decide beforehand, and you can't
and stick with it.
Yeah,
so it's got to be. Are we going red this time? Or are we going black?
I mean, I think everyone who puts in money should decide beforehand. Like before, we don't have to talk about it right now. But like before you walk into the casino, we need that vote.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got to be decided. It's just like betting on college football. You don't change your picks on game day. Well, you don't change. Once you step foot in the casino, it's locked.
Okay. So what everyone thinks, someone just said 00 green. Listen, that would be great if we hit it. Like, think if we put $2,200 on 00 green. I don't even know what are the odds.
Like, you could put it on 10.
Yeah, you could. But what are the odds on 0? Like, what do you get paid out?
It's 35 to 1, I think. Same as
35 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have made $70,000. Holy fuck, bud. Why didn't we do that?
Shit. Well, it doesn't matter because it didn't hit.
Yeah, hey, listen, Reed, it could hit, though. That's the whole thing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to introduce logic and reason to a situation.
No, this is what this podcast is about.
Yeah, we're not gambling. Reed, we're winning.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're winning here.
Read the room, Reed.
Read it. Okay, so we're trying to get above 2,200. All right, this is our year. All right, and I think we're going to change up the rules a little bit. If we win the first one, we obviously put the money in the pocket, right, and then play with the other half. If we win that, we don't let it ride. We pull that other half out again. That way we have some winnings.
Yeah, I think that's a good way.
Every time we pull it off, right?
Okay.
That's how I think we should play. All right.
I would agree with that. I'm in for that.
Someone sent me a whole betting thing on roulette, and I have to review it. It was a video that said like you basically bet like this third and this third, a half in between 0 and 00, and then in between one other number on the field. And usually you come out winning $50 every, like if you're betting $50 each time, you still. And so I'm like, oh, I mean, that sounds right. But I mean, I don't think there are many cheat codes in Vegas because there wouldn't be casinos that big and grand if there were cheat codes.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's certainly. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Casinos get enough money that some people can still win. It's just that the same or more need to lose.
They won't let me count cards, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. But like, you can be better at it than the average person and make money.
Yep.
But you got to be better at it than the average person.
That's us. That's
that
us.
Tracks.
We are better than the average person. All right.
Facts.
Here's an average beer leaguer right here. Okay. This is us.
Down just a little.
Go Ace.
Yeah.
JK.
Actually, I'd say we're a solid 6-inch measure above the average.
Yeah, 6 inches.
Yeah.
6 inches, right? I caught a fish, 6-inch fish.
Yeah.
All right. Sue says we should do 2,000 on red and 200 on 00.
That's another option. You could always take a little bit of the however much you have and put it on a specific number, and then still play it that way, right? So like, I wouldn't probably do 00, but like let's say like black 13, you put $100 on, and then you put the rest on red. So then you're covered if red hits, but if black hits, at least you got one of the numbers for an option to pay out as well. Like it's a little bit of a hedge,
you know,
but a small hedge, but it's a hedge.
The problem is when you start doing that and you either win or you lose that, and let's say we win back on the red, then I got to start doing like fractional dollars to pay back these people.
Not really, because you would get back 4,000. You would put 2,200 away, and now you're playing with
1,800. Yeah, okay, I get that. Unless people are just like, you know what, we love you, Nick and Jason, and now Reed. Sometimes, you just keep whatever. Just keep whatever.
Sometimes love me.
Just make because you're only on here every so often.
No, that's fine.
Jillian's messaging me. I invited Jillian on because she is still part of the show. She's just a mom. And I just said, you know, if your baby stops being so fucking needy, you can hop on if you feel like. And she just said, babies do be dramatic. So I don't know if that means she's coming or.
I just feel like, you know, if this was, you know, 1900, you're going to leave that baby in a room to do whatever it wants. Honestly,
you're going to leave it.
Got to churn butter or something
in a fucking swing. You just put it in a swing outside and let it. Yeah. And here's the deal. She lives in California. Weather's nice there all the time. She leave the baby out on the front porch. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. That's just me. And listen, I've raised a kid.
I've raised two.
From 0 to 7. I've raised it. He's okay. I to be honest with you, Tanis has raised it. I've just been being an International Beer League playboy. I'm here occasionally, but he's still alive. It's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say.
What more can you ask for, honestly?
I know.
Yeah. I've witnessed 2 children grow into adolescence and pre-adolescence so far. It's not hard. You just watch. You know.
That's what I do.
They do most of the work.
When they're babies, they're in the same place you left them. So you don't have to worry about them going anywhere or getting into anything.
Yeah.
Dad life.
It's actually easier.
Yeah.
Dad life.
It's only harder from here, Jillian.
I like Sue's idea. Sue, let's go ahead. You can go ahead and Venmo me
the BLPA.
$200 on Reed.
I'll make sure. Yeah. Do it to the BLPA. Yeah. I'll make sure he gets it. Don't worry about it.
Checks in the mail, Reed.
Checks in the mail, Reed. All right.
And it's just to do anything, right? It's just $200 on me.
You do what you do.
Just to exist.
You do you. Okay.
I did it.
So I don't know if you saw, if I sent you any of the videos of some of the like interviews we did in Tahoe, where we asked beer leaguers questions such as, who's your celebrity crush? Or what's your favorite fast food burger? Those were good. We're learning how beer leaguers think. We're building a beer league AI model.
Okay.
We need some more questions. What do you think we should ask some beer leaguers in Vegas, Jason?
Oh, you know what we should ask?
Yeah.
We should ask about what time you wake up and what time you go to bed.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
So we understand, kind of, when people are sleeping and when they're awake.
Okay.
That could be important for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's just what is your annual household in? What is your mother's maiden name?
Yes.
What is your age range? How many people live in your house?
What was the name of your first pet? What street did you grow up on?
Last 4 digits
your
of your
favorite
social
childhood
security number. Yeah,
those are all good questions. Honestly.
That's all great.
Where
questions.
do you bank?
And what is your email address? Do you use the same email address for all the things? Like the email address you used to sign up for this tournament, would it be, let's say, the same email address you used at bankofamerica.com? Or what do you think?
I think those are all great
use
questions.
The same
honestly.
password for every site.
Exactly. And what is that password?
And I feel like this could help us in our roulette situation as well. Like if
100%,
we get enough of the right information.
Yeah.
Really, we're just trying to enhance the experiences
Yeah.
of the BLPA. And this is, we have to do deep down dive knowledge of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I can ask these to you guys, on camera, or you can just send me an email with all of those, right?
Password 1, capital P.
No, you gotta use the exclamation mark. You also need a
smart.
So.
You could ask Coke versus Pepsi.
Oh, Coke versus Pepsi would be a good one. Okay.
Or other.
Yeah.
You could even throw in like an other, like maybe somebody's like, oh, I'm an RC Cola kind of guy. Which
are there really RC Cola people?
I mean, it would tell you all you need to know about them. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm big RC Cola fan.
Really? Are you legit? Are you legitimate on an RC Cola?
Only because I had a bunch of RC Cola stuff growing up because it's my initials.
Oh, Recam. Yeah.
See?
I'm a big NF guy. Well, I know I'm a big Abercrombie and Fitch guy because Aaron Fleehart.
There you go.
So just
yeah.
JL. Isn't that a golf brand like Jay Lindbergh or something? Jay Lindbergh. I think so.
I'd probably sue him for stealing my likeness.
Hey, look, listen, how is Jillian? Jillian's in here chirping us saying Mr. Pibb slaps. Obviously, she's not watching a baby.
Yeah.
She could be in here with
Mr.
us.
Pibb does not slap, by the way.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. It slaps when you haven't had it in a long time.
No.
And then you go and you're like, ooh. Because here's the deal. In Canada, we really basically only have Coke or Pepsi. Sometimes you'll find Dr. Pepper Zero. But this one movie theater has Mr. Pibb on tap. And I don't care what anyone says. Any soda on tap tastes better than when you get it in can. And
not true.
100%.
Like, there's lots of places that don't know how to do the syrup carbonation combo.
Listen,
but a McDonald's Coke superior to all other Cokes. All other forms of Coke.
I do Coke Zero, but yeah, for sure.
Same thing. Whatever. Sprite, Coke Zero.
I agree too. 100%.
I don't drink soda. So or pop. I don't drink pop.
Okay, so no RC is so you're lying to everybody here.
I was. It's time to come clean. I was lying to you all about being a big.
You have to save that for our we listen and we don't judge segment.
I'm just warming up. I'm just trying to stretch those muscles a little bit.
Okay, Jillian is okay. Listen, even though Jillian's not in here with us, she's still doing her job that I pay her $0 for. And bringing content, but I could pay her multiple dollars if you guys would pony up on that patreon.com/theblpa. So
honestly, for her salary, she does a great job.
She does do a great. Listen, 100% she does. And you know what, you too, Jason.
Thanks.
To be quite honest with you, for you guys making $0, I can't. I mean, I'm now outstanding work, really outstanding.
Yeah,
you're getting every penny back.
I am. Listen, I can't squeeze any more out of you for the amount that I give you, right? So, which is fair because you guys couldn't squeeze any more out of me because I don't have anything to give you guys. But anyway, so send us some questions that we want to ask. We got a couple new ones, but we're gonna do some more video content. Tanis is gonna be there with the phone.
Okay.
Doing this thing, and I'm gonna mic myself up. And this is I already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be. That's basically it.
Yeah.
I did that. I mic'd myself up for a game and it was a lot of heavy breathing.
Yeah. I was repping a game the other day and they were filming and they had a mic and they were like, "Hey ref, you want to wear this?" And I was like, all you're going to hear is heavy breathing. They're like, you're not even skating. And I'm like, it's not going to stop the heavy breathing.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Because here's I haven't skated since October. About when Tanis bought me that gym membership, I basically said, oh, you got me a gym membership? I'm not going to do any physical activity at all. Ever. So
Done.
that joke's on you. Keep paying for it, sucker. But it's coming out of my account, so I guess I'm the sucker. But all right. Again, another new sponsor here, named after Jason and myself, Bar Down Sports Co. A great little pro shop in Kansas City, but they ship everything.
They'll ship.
I don't know if it's worldwide. It's nationwide for sure. Okay. I don't think they can do it in Canada either because there's like map pricing and all that stuff. But if you're in the greatest country in North America, not named Canada or Mexico, they can get it to you.
Yeah.
For sure. Right. So
and we're giving you $10 off. They're giving you $10.
They're giving you $10. All you gotta do is use the code BLPA so they know you're a chill guy. And once they know you're a chill guy, $10. And listen, I want you guys to look at me in my eyeballs or open your earballs and listen to what I have to say. If you're not going to use $10 for free, you're a fucking idiot. All right. So go check them out.
You heard it here first.
Hey, they told me I could say whatever I wanted about their company. So I mean,
there you go.
This is us, right?
I'm going to check them out as soon as I get off this podcast.
Okay.
I need
perfect.
Some stuff.
Hey, $10. All right. Hopefully they got that code set up. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, man, they got it. Hey, if they don't have the code set up, you email my man Austin at Bar and say, hey, Nick said that you were going to give us $10.
Heard you got some of them codes.
Heard you got some codes. Give me them codes. All right. I think it's time. We listen, but we don't judge.
Ooh.
It's bardownsportscode.com, by the way, for the people asking. Do you guys understand this game?
Yes. I have Twitter, so I do see the TikToks.
Okay. So we're all three going to say, we listen, but we don't judge. And then we're going to start. And Jason's going to start. Okay. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We listen, but we don't judge.
A lot of times at Dex's, I encourage my team to start drinking early in the boat race when whoever's timing is not watching.
What?
We listen, but we don't judge.
Judge. Motherfucker. Okay. All right. Well, we listen, but we don't judge. Reed.
We listen, but we don't judge. Am I up?
Yep.
I'm not as big and strong as I used to be. So if you're in my crease screening my goalie, I might knee you in the hamstrings.
We listen, but we don't judge. I don't like the taste of beer.
Oh.
Where we listen, but we don't judge.
Yeah, we don't judge.
Wow. Well, I'm going to be honest. Seltzer is far superior to beer. Like but it's a little concerning that you're the commissioner of the BLPA, not the SLPA or soda LPA.
Why can't it be other things that we like?
That's fine.
Bud.
I mean, I get it.
Bud. That's a B.
Yeah.
That's weed.
Okay.
Boobies.
Oh, okay.
You know? Okay.
I'm on board.
Okay. I mean, I tried to make that shirt, but it's frowned upon now. But as we progress as humans, we listen, but we don't judge. Go, Jason.
Oh, I have to do another one?
Do you have another one?
I don't know if I have one that I want to tell anyone about, even though we're not judging. Let me think here.
We're not judging.
Do you have another one that you can go while I think? Okay.
I can give another one.
All right. Well, we gotta say it again, right? We
listen, but we don't
judge. Sometimes, as a referee, I might not call penalties on people because of who you are.
Ooh, we listen, but we don't judge.
I can piggyback off that one.
Okay.
Please do.
Sometimes, as a referee, I call a penalty on you because of who you are.
Nice.
We listen,
but we don't
judge.
Yeah.
When players come to me and the first thing they said is, why do you let ringers play in this division? And I've seen them skate, I usually just stop listening.
We
listen, but we don't
judge.
You got any more?
Listen, John's right. Sometimes I just give him assists when he's on the bench.
That's
if he's
nice.
playing. Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm just like, everyone, just go ahead and mark him down for the assist.
Hey, we listen, but we don't judge. If a ref ever asked if someone tipped that on the way through, I always say me.
Yeah.
All right. We listen and we don't
judge. We don't judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do the opposite if I do tip it in, but I can get away with not because we have a 3-goal limit in our league.
And you want them to be pretty.
I say, no, I didn't touch it.
You want to be pretty. Got it. Is that all? Is that all we have? Are we judging?
I think we're back to judging now.
I would love to hear from our audience.
100%.
Yeah.
Some of their things that we could not judge.
Listen, okay, let's get to a place where we're judging each other. We're back to judging each other, but we won't judge our audience right now.
That's fair. We'll judge only judging each other. This is the judging circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
of each other, but not.
So
not
next week.
Listen.
Next week we tune into a segment called "We Listen and We Judge the Fuck Out of You."
Yeah. Fair. Or it's we're not listening and we're judging.
Yeah.
So as you're typing something out, we've already decided what our opinion 100% is on it.
Just by looking at you, and it's by looks too. We're going to stereotype you by looks. All right, let's see. Taylor. It said Taylor sent me. There we go. Taylor sent me a voice message. Taylor Frazee, and it goes along with this next segment. So I just want to make sure that I'm connected to my computer here via Bluetooth so we can play this little thing. This is the technical stuff that would all be sorted if we had a show budget to pay people. But because we don't, we're stuck with me rambling on until I find the Bluetooth on my phone. There we go.
I like the commentary. I think it's worth the price of
I'm just walking people through. So basically what I have a Rodecaster Pro here. It'll plug right into my phone. And I can play stuff straight from my phone. And listen, Jillian let me know. She just sent me a text message. We have that sort of relationship, me and Jillian texting. No big deal, you know. She said, why is the podcast the most fun when I can't do it? All right. And then she said she's propped.
She's kind of answered her own question there.
I think, listen, we listen, but we don't judge. She's propped up in the bed feeding Mr. Sir, to which I responded, that's the content we want. She said, I know that's the content people want, but no shot. I mean, listen, you just answered
you wanted to know why it's not fun.
And then you answered it. Yeah. So, okay, let's get with Taylor here. Let's see if this plays. Is it going to play?
My Monday night team captain reached out to me and said, hey, we're going to be short tomorrow. Do you mind trying to get a sub for us? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So go to the locker room for my Sunday night
you guys
team. We can hear you. And hey, guys, anyone want a sub? And
okay, there we go. Now I fixed it. But you guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, but we could hear the audio.
The whole time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I couldn't hear it. Okay, I'm going to start over. Okay, here we go.
All right, so a couple Sundays ago, my Monday night team captain reached out to me and said, hey, we're going to be short tomorrow. Do you mind trying to get a sub for us? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So go to the locker room for my Sunday night team, and I asked the locker room, hey, guys, anyone want a sub? And for the sake of the story, this guy named Trevor was like, yeah, dude, I got you. I can sub. And I was like, sick, cool, I'll text you in the morning. Well, Trevor has been a sub for us before, so he knows exactly where we play, roughly what time, all that jazz. So I texted him in the morning. I was like, hey, you still good to sub tonight? He's like, yeah, sure, I got you, dude. And I was like, all right, cool, see you tonight. Well, around 5 p.m. on that Monday, he said, oh, man, I don't know if I can make it tonight, dude. 10 p.m. is kind of late. And I'm like, all right, hey, no problem. I'll reach out to someone else. So I reached out to another buddy, and I was like, hey, can you sub tonight? And he was like, oh, I play at this time I might be a little bit late, but I can be there if you need me. And I was like, all right, cool. So I thought I had another sub. Well, original guy, Trevor, was like, you know what? Forget it. I'll be there. I got you. And I was like, all right, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'll be there. I was like, all right, cool. So I go back to the other guy I had asked, and I was like, hey, don't worry about coming tonight. Like, finish your game. Don't rush. Like, I guess we're good. We don't need you. So game time comes around where it's about 5-10 minutes puck drop, and Trevor didn't show up to the locker room. So I texted him, hey, dude, you on your way? Well, it turns out he doesn't even show up. He doesn't even respond to my text. Nothing. Ghosts us. We ended up only having 8 skaters, and we got annihilated. So we were a little frustrated, and I was like, well, I guess he lost his right to sub for us. So that upcoming Sunday, he saw me and was like, hey, sorry I didn't show up. Like, Mondays are just too late. And it's like, all right, dude, but like, you left us hanging, so whatever.
Trevor sounds like a real D-bag.
Fast forward a couple weeks, and it's another Sunday night game, and I bring 2 beers with me to the bench. 2 beers that I grabbed from a massive cooler we had in the locker room filled with beers. And crack one open, take a drink, go out for a shift, come back, and Trevor again, he's like laughing. He was like, hey, dude, just so you know, I've been drinking your beer, and I'm sorry. He's like, well, I'm not like really sorry, you know, like what I mean,
Sorry,
but
not
like,
sorry.
I'm sorry, you know. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, your beers, I basically finished your beers. So not only did this dude ghost me a couple weeks earlier when we needed him to sub, but he's also drinking a man's beer on the bench. When we had a whole locker room full of it, he could have just grabbed more. He had to steal from someone else, an open can. So if you ask me, this Trevor guy, which is not his real name, this Trevor guy has broken 2 of what I would consider maybe deadly sins of beer league.
Okay. So the deadly sins, he wants to know, I guess that leads to the question, what are the deadly sins of beer league? I know some Trevors. Some of them are cool. Some of them aren't.
It's fair.
I mean, I know 3 and 2 of them aren't cool. So a majority of Trevors that I know, not cool. Now actually I know 4 from this story. So 3 out of the 4.
75% of Trevor's suck.
The bags.
Yeah.
The bags. All right. So that leads us to the question, what are the 7 deadly sins of beer league? And a long time ago, I wrote a blog called The 10 Commandments of Beer League, which basically made me Hockey Moses. And it was a popular blog. It was picked up by ESPN and even TSN in Canada. That's how you know it's big, whenever TSN, the Canadian ESPN, picks up your hockey content. So I have some experience, but I'm curious to what you guys think are what the 7 deadly sins. I know the number 1 sin in all beer league, one thing you should never do, never shit in your own team's locker room. Number 1.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you guys, and I'm gonna ask the listeners to comment. I just noticed this on Spotify. People can comment on our shows, and people have been leaving us comments, and I had no clue. And I just want to shout out one guy that's leaving them all the time. The username is Rawbell. All right. He says he loves the content. Can't get enough. Keep coming out. More episodes. When we miss a week, he's like, where the fuck's episode? I need more of this in my life. Rawbell, if you're listening, you could be a guy. You could be a girl. This could be Jillian's mom. Jillian's mom is my biggest fan. So it could be Jillian's mom. I don't know. I love you, Rawbell. And we're going to keep creating content for you. But I want to know, Rawbell, what you think is a deadly sin of beer league. So you guys, we got number 1. We need the rest of the 7.
Go ahead, Reed. I'll let you take the next.
I think 1 is if you're up by 2, don't cherry pick.
No, that's a hard one because Jason, I guess Jason is a sinner.
I don't cherry pick.
Well,
we need to clear the air
Jason
here
doesn't
now.
cherry pick.
I leave the zone early.
Okay.
Cherry picking would be never coming back into the defensive zone. You're waiting in the neutral zone for a stretch pass. That's not what I do. I stretch the defense by leaving the zone early.
One comment here is I was looking at you when I said Jason, but I really meant to say Jeff Peck.
Okay.
And so Jeff Peck is not. Okay. So we got no cherry picking.
I don't know if 2's the right number, but definitely if you're up by a large margin. And I think it depends
Yeah,
on the
if you're
time of the game as well. But like,
yeah.
Jason just gets a head start on the breakout.
That's
say.
correct.
So
yeah,
And that's something totally different. But also if you're up by an amount that you're pretty certain the
or
team's
the
not going to
game's
come
not.
back from,
the
Unreal.
like
game's
if you
over.
know you're winning the game,
You can you can generally feel when the game's over, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes it's in the first period. You're like, well, we're gonna blow this team out.
To be on my game, usually over during warmups. I'm usually tired by that point, and it's over. But speaking of head starts, why we go, Jason? How big of a head start do you think you'd need to beat Connor McDavid in a race down the ice?
Probably far blue line.
Far?
Yeah.
Far blue line.
Have you ever seen how fast that motherfucker is?
But that's only like 4 strides.
Yeah, I'm 5'7.5". He's like 6'3". 2 of his strides, and he's already caught up to me.
Wait, are you standing still though, or do you get to?
I was thinking standing still.
Okay. Yeah,
full.
maybe.
If I get like, I get to go full stride, and then he has to start from a stop. I think at half ice I could still beat him.
I think this is
if I'm full stride and he's got to take off.
This is perfect. We need to know. We need to find some pro hockey players that want to fuck with us.
Yeah,
and then we'll answer the question of like, hey, this guy's a NHL skater, and then I'll get out on the ice.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because there's so much shit that I think that I could do.
We could probably arrange that here. Like, there's tons of pros that still play around here. Like,
but I want like a current NHL player.
Okay, wow.
And it's just like I was asking you, like when I saw like this stupid ass Dr. Pepper fucking football toss, and I'm sitting here watching, like, I could fucking destroy every single for $100,000. I'd go out there and I wouldn't do this sissy. I would fucking throw the fucking. I would destroy it,
bro. Catch me in a Chuck E. Cheese with that football throwing game where the little signs pop out and it's got the 3 holes. Yeah, I'm putting up 900, no problem. And I'm chucking them.
And listen, you put me in them sports games in Chuck E. Cheese. You want some fucking tickets? We take Cooper up there, and Cooper's playing these games. Oh, I won 5 fucking tickets. I'm like, 5 tickets, bud. I just want 100 because I set the record on the fucking basketball toss, bud. Let's go.
And I got 100 and a free game. I'm about to play again. Back up.
Exactly. So I think that's the kind of content we need. And listen, set up these fucking Dr. Pepper cans. Bring one of these college kids. Bring that $100,000 scholarship check. Put it on the fucking line, and I'll fucking wreck you.
Speaking of, hey John, I saw you at the party the other night. Just so you know, saw you walking around with Santa Claus.
That's didn't say hi.
Side note, only John will know. But hey, I got a question for you. Not to sidetrack us too much, but when you're in the Chuck E. Cheese and you're playing those games, do you wait till another dad gets up there so you can fucking embarrass them? Because I do.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but usually when we go, it's literally like right after Cooper's school, so no one's there.
Oh,
and it's really. I should send you videos because then Chucky will come out and do his fucking dance, and then Cooper will get in, and I'm just like, what a fucking nerd. Let me go back and finish this fucking football toss here. All right, and then
I wait till another dad gets on, like at a Saturday party, and then I go get on the machine next to him and I just annihilate him, and then I walk around the party telling all the people I know about how bad I annihilated him. Like, this dude over here put up 36. I hung 100.
I hung half 100 on this motherfucker, and he put in 31, and he was sweating. No sweat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. We need to talk, because I think that would be good content, especially like us racing like NHL players. So if anyone knows an NHL player that is willing to do this, listen, I'm not going to say that I'm going to trash talk Connor McDavid when I'm at the far blue line and I beat him in a race, but I'm probably going to trash talk Connor McDavid. I mean, listen, my hockey tracker said I skated like 26 miles an hour one time. So, all right. What's another, Jason, what's another deadly sin of beer league?
You should never take extremely long shifts when you have a full bench.
What do you consider a long bench?
Long bench?
Yeah.
If it's more than 2 lines, like more than 10 people total.
10 plus. Okay.
And a long shift is anything over 2 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. Reed, you got another one?
Yeah, if it's your turn to bring the beer, you bring the beer.
Bring beer.
Otherwise, it's just league hockey.
Well, I mean, someone was talking about when I said no beer that it could be Seltzer League Players Association, but what if we called it Seltzer League Association of Players and called it SLAP?
I like it.
Hell yeah, bud.
That slaps.
Yeah.
SLAP. God, I have so many good ideas.
Slaps.
I have so many incredible ideas, like especially like video content. If I could find like a content maker that would make the content from my brain, we would be rich beyond imagination.
Isn't that what AI is supposed to do eventually?
Eventually, but it's not there yet. I want to be rich now, right? So if you want to start trading BLPA coin, let me know. It's $20 a coin. What's number 5? Got another one? Anybody?
The beer one was probably my next one. So
I got one.
Nick?
Yeah, co-ed locker rooms. Anything longer than a glance is creepy.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're in same-sex locker rooms, have at the staring contest.
I try to position myself on the same side of the room if there's a female in there, so that I'm only looking away. It's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, but don't you look weird doing this?
Yeah, I don't do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just actually really good at peripheral. My
Well,
peripheral vision is
He positions
2015.
himself on the same side, but also notice he doesn't tell us where the mirrors are at.
Yeah.
I purposely put it across the room.
Listen,
Right.
you know how many mirrors this motherfucker's bought? He's an expert in
Oh, I know.
mirrorology.
So many, like he tapes them to the tops of his shoes all the time.
And he also has spy cameras in his house, and so I would imagine I'm sitting on your side, so I can't look, but I've got 16 cameras in this place. Okay, that's number 5.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, hit me.
Don't piss off the refs because it hurts the rest of the team.
Piss off ref.
Ooh.
But is that fair? I mean, I guess
it is.
Yeah, sometimes there's some games where I live for that.
Do you live to get pissed off as the ref or to piss off the ref?
Either or. Sometimes as a ref, I'm like, just start coming at me personally. Let's make this real fun.
I had a guy last week say, "Can you just give me a 10 so I can go home?" And I said, "Bud, this isn't mandatory. You can leave whenever you want."
Yeah, but he doesn't want to let his team down. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he wants to stay fair.
To say, "Can you give me a 10 so I can go home?" And in something that you're voluntarily playing,
and that you
can
paid
leave right now. The door's there.
That you paid to be there. Hey, what would they have to say to you to make you just give them a 10 right then?
That's not going to work on me. I'm laughing at you. I'm making fun of you. Like to get a 10, no one can say anything to me to get a 10. Like
that's what I love about you.
Yeah, like to get a 10, you're gonna have to do something that's unsafe or to another player. Like I professionally grew up in call centers. I worked in call centers for 15 years. I have the thickest skin possible. There's nothing you can say that will hurt my feelings. I'm just gonna laugh at you.
Yeah. And mostly when I worked in a call center, it was basically they just hung up on me. Like they'd say like fuck off and then hang up, and it's just like, well, like okay, like.
But some people can't handle that, like that fuck off part. That like they carry that with them for the rest of the day. Like I'm very easy to just be like, forget about it.
I mean, did you ever say no? You fuck off.
No, I have laughed at someone in their face because of what they were saying to me before.
Well, the first time I did it, I was like, no, you fuck off. And like, they'd already hung up, so they didn't hear me. But the people listen to you and like they walk in and they're like,
okay, what's happening?
Nick, we just gotta let you know, one, it's very unprofessional to use that language. And if the customer hadn't hung up, then he would have heard you say fuck off. So can we please refrain from telling people to fuck off? The number one reason why I started my own company is so I could tell people to fuck off that I wanted to tell to fuck off, right? So that's number one driver for me. So, all right, we need one more 7 deadly sins.
All right, someone else. Can I elaborate a little bit on the piss the ref off?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's your
Please
show.
Do.
So I'm thinking of a specific person or people I've played with, and it's the people that commit a penalty very clearly and then argue and yell at the ref to piss them off. Like you slash that guy, you 2-hand whack the shit out of him.
Yeah,
you got called for slashing. You got your whack in. Now go sit in the box and shut up. Don't piss the ref off further. That's going to affect you and the rest of the team. He's probably going to put you back in the box or maybe give you another penalty. So now we're shorthanded for longer. Like I'm not saying you can't question a ref, but when
Yeah,
you clearly
I
do
agree with that. I mean, you're not going to change the ref's mind.
Yeah.
I've done it one time. One time I've done that.
But did you do the thing that he
What thing?
accused you of? Whatever
Me?
you changed the mind of the ref for?
Well, that's a good question. It wasn't like we both went down, and he said it was a trip, right? Right. And he's like tripping, and I just rolled over. I was like, for fucking what? And he was like, oh yeah, you're right. That probably wasn't a trip. And then that was it. And I was like, all right, okay.
So do you in your heart believe it was a trip or no?
No, I don't believe it was a trip. No.
Okay.
I think he made the correct call, but I've always thought once refs, laid the hammer down, that they.
I mean, I've never changed the call, and I probably would never.
I haven't either.
But have you ever committed a penalty and the ref called it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely a penalty"?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I do that all the time.
Listen, when
I'm going to argue it right off the bat, just in case, or maybe because next time they'll feel bad for me or something.
Yeah, I mean, you do gotta plant seeds for sure, but I think I don't think there's not been many times where I've been called for a penalty that I didn't do what I was accused of doing. It's just, I don't think refs are out there just making shit up like on purpose, right? Unless, as you said, they've pissed the team off and they're just looking for reasons to tell the team to fuck off in a professional manner.
But here's the thing, like they're probably still not making things up, but they're probably just watching extra close. Like,
well,
as soon as I see you calling it.
Well, it's just like, it's like interference. It's like in football, like you can call holding on every play if you really wanted to, right? A ref, if you pissed off a ref could be like, oh, fucking holding, And so I get it. I mean, there's probably something that can happen in every play, interference.
Yeah. I don't have to make something up. I can just call what happens.
But speaking of refs not changing, like I'm watching college football, big college football guy right here. The whole targeting thing. Do you watch college football?
Yeah. Are you talking about the Georgia game?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. At the end where he fucking made that guy go to sleep. But what I don't understand is when they call it targeting and they go looking like, that wasn't targeting. It's like, fuck. What do you mean?
Then why'd you call it to begin with?
What did you think? What happened? Well, he lowered his head to the head. It's like, holy fuck, bud. Like that guy literally went to sleep.
Yeah.
And how he held on to
his leg was like bit behind him.
How the fuck he held onto that fucking ball was beyond me. Like the guy was in La La Land for sure.
I jumped up and was standing on the couch and was like, "Come watch this hit."
I was like, I'm just glad he held on the ball because you
didn't want just a great Tom Cruise moment.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Tom Cruise on Oprah, Jason in his living room.
Yeah, and we're the same height.
I want to clear up for Fox because he says that earlier, Jason, you and I essentially make things up. No.
I did not say that.
I go back to what Jason was just talking about. I'm going to watch you a little bit closer.
Hey, this just in, Jeff. All refs are hypocrites.
And
clip it.
If it's a 50, there's such thing as a 50-50 call. That's what the trip that you got overturned. It was probably a 50-50 call. He decided one way and then you changed his mind the other way. All I'm saying is you're not the 50-50 calls. They're really now 51-49. I'm just gonna. It's
75-25. I'm not making it up.
Yeah,
I do. Listen, as much as they're gonna say, I do think some refs have it out for certain players and they will make shit up just to fucking stir the pot. But listen, I'm a professional fucking pot stirrer myself. So to me, I'm game
for it. You're here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm a supporter of that. Actually, you know what? In this Dex tournament this weekend, I'm gonna stir the fucking pot, bud. Stir it, bud. I'm gonna say, you see Reed? See that guy right there? Fucking.
I'm stirring right back though. You start stirring the pot. I'm just gonna turn the heat up.
Do you need a ref this weekend? You can fly me out. I only charge $50 a game.
You know what? It's crazy. We were looking for refs, and I'm trying to find like some BLPA supporters to be refs, whatever, right? The amount of people that have said, fly me out. And I'm just like, I've got to the point where I just say, okay, do you want to fly private or commercial first class? How do you want to come? Right. Just fucking, I would fly you out, but that's a different story.
I mean, I'll make content. I'll ref the games. I'll play a couple.
We'll
do some money lining.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Yeah. What?
But that's an offer always. If you're going to fly me out, that's an offer always.
But do I have to run it by you or do I got to call Kate?
I mean, it's probably best to do both. But
Okay.
I mean,
I'll have to get Kate's number.
if you run it by me, I'm just gonna run it by Kate. So it's like,
Yeah,
If
maybe
I-
next time a little more notice than 2 days.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you now, the notice is here
It's
for
open. It's open.
it's an open invitation.
All right.
The only thing I
I-
can't
I-
have him do, I can't have him ref 15 games in a row. I've done that before, and he wasn't happy with me.
Yeah, my feet were fucking on fire.
I also like as a ref when somebody turns around, like you call a penalty on somebody, and they went, "Well, it was an accident." Well,
Doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
matter. You still did it.
Yeah,
Like
still did it.
most penalties, most people aren't out there going, "I'm going to trip this guy." I mean, sometimes that happens, but most of them are accidents.
It's like hitting someone's car and being like, "Listen, we don't have to call insurance. That was an accident. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to hit your car."
Well, sorry, that was an accident. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to do it.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad. You can't hold me accountable for
Yeah.
anything because I didn't mean to do it.
Hey, Jason, I don't remember where we stand on this. You are coming to Philadelphia, right?
I have my flights booked.
To play.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we got refs, but
Okay.
we're gonna get some. We'll get some. And are there casinos in Philly? Super VIP. Well,
I think
almost
Johnny
super VIP.
Dunham did say there were some there.
Okay. And listen, do you think it would help if I dressed as Taylor Swift, made a video singing Taylor Swift songs, and then requesting that you come to the tournament, send it to Kate? Would that help? She's a big Swiftie, right?
Well, yeah, it won't hurt.
Okay. I mean, I'm here. I'm here for it. So, all right. We covered a lot today, and we're going on an hour 12 now. I think we could do a 2-hour show easy, and we're going to eventually. But Jason's going to be in Philadelphia.
And I
So
gotta
here's
go to
what
the gym. Like,
Yeah, we gotta go to the gym. Hey, guess I'm not going to the gym. All right.
okay. Well, I'll send you.
I'm not either.
We got Vegas coming up, and then right after Christmas, we're going to.
I will be in Vegas.
Reed will be in Vegas. We'll have some content. Alaska is coming up into the year. Right after that, Philly. Jason's there. And then we have a couple weeks off. We're in Greenville playing a bash. I don't know if Jason's coming to that, if Westbrook hit him up or not.
No one's added me to their team yet, which after my showing in Charlotte, I understand why, but
Okay.
I'm still
added
open.
to the team. I know a team that needs a free agent, so you're in. And then we have Savannah. After that, we have the Puck 10 Bash in Bethlehem, which is sold out. And then we go, then it gets crazy. Then we're in Tampa and Omaha, Boston, and then Scandinavia.
I bet Reed will be in Omaha.
I will be in Omaha.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, Omaha. So, all right. Outside of that, anything that anyone wants to add before we get out of here?
No.
Hey, look, Jeff Peck.
Look at that.
I was literally pooping prior to this thing, trying to give Jason some time to get here. I was on the pot and I texted Peck. I said, "Hey, we're getting ready to get started on the podcast. You know, coming in chirp." He's like, "Yeah, when?" I'm like, "Well, I'm doing a fast poop and then we're going." He's like, "All right." And then an hour and 15 minutes later, here he is. And I even asked, "Are you free?" I said, "Are you free?" He said, "Yeah, I'm free." Like, fuck.
What were you doing, Peck?
Yeah, what were you doing, Peck?
Someone check his search history.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I don't think I want
Even that's at like 2 or 3 minutes. Like that's
true.
not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he takes long poops, but not hour long poops. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, here we are at the end of this show. We spent an hour and 15 minutes with you fine folks. And
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I have loved every single second of it. All right.
It's been fantastic, Jason. I don't think we've seen each other for at
Like
least
2
a
years.
year. It's probably been about 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I do miss you, Reed.
I miss you too, Jason.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what's wrong with me, but we can wait till Omaha for that.
Last week you're a podcast listener, so you probably heard we have a new segment called Dr. Reed. Reed's a doctor, and he will tell us what's wrong with us. He's a doctor. Don't worry, don't listen to him.
Yeah. He won't tell me. I ask him every time I see him, and he just won't.
Well,
do it.
because we never have enough time, and you never give me a copy of your insurance card.
That's true.
You always conveniently don't have enough money for your copay.
No, he says that
I met my deductible this year. Can we do one before the end of the year?
Yeah, we can right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at him. What's wrong with him?
Oh boy.
We don't have a couple more hours.
Look at that. We're out of time for the day.
I said we had a 2 hour. Yeah, Reed's like, "Oh, my hour's up. Sorry." All right. Well, other than that, I just want to thank everyone for being here. I think it's been a joy, a pleasure for everyone. Merry Christmas. Tanis just asked me, Jason, and you tell me if we should do this. And if so, then I'm going to have to round up some things. Should we do another Christmas giveaway show?
Yeah, absolutely.
What should we give away? 2, what should we make people do they basically have to be in here. That's what we did last year, right?
Right.
As long as they're live. Should we do it on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Jason, can you set aside some time on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I'm off that day. That'll be easy.
Okay. Jeff says do another hour so we can shit talk. Jeff, if you just scroll back to the first, you can talk in real time. We won't acknowledge you, which is basically the same as all the time. But just keep going. But I think a Christmas Eve show is in. All right. We're giving away a free Iceland right now. I'll put the link here. So basically
how do I get into that?
Well, what you do, Jason, is it's Gleam. We have this link. It's called Gleam, and you basically have to follow all of our socials. You don't have any of the socials except for Twitter, right? And so it's kind of, but doesn't say you can't win. For every social you follow, you get a ticket, an entry in,
okay.
and then
so
we
I can
draw
get one ticket.
2 because there's a Twitter for the sponsor as well, right?
Okay, perfect.
But a lot of different things that we're trying to do, but I just want to tell everyone that we love you and thank you. And I hope you're having good holidays so far. Christmas Eve show, look for that. We'll do another show next week. We'll recap Vegas. That'll be December 17th. We'll put that on the docket. Maybe Jillian's kid will be grown enough, 3 months old at this point to be self-sufficient.
About time it gets a job. Start supporting itself.
Can the baby podcast?
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll take him.
Something, right? I mean, I'm going to pay him the same I pay everyone else. Yeah. So what's the big deal, right? And then, so Iceland, giving away a free Iceland. Other than that, like us, follow us, Patreon us, patreon.com/theblpa.
Subscribe on Twitch through Amazon, right?
You can subscribe. That's free. You don't have to money. You just go onto Twitch, follow us, and then subscribe if you have Amazon Prime. You connect your Amazon Prime on. You have to do it on the desktop, not the laptop or not the phone. And they give us $2 every month that you do that. It's free money.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of Jason, like you see his no sleeves right now, if we get enough money, Jason will take that shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For the right
price. That's all you get for now.
I mean, we're not giving away the goods for free.
Yeah. Listen, if we get enough money, Jillian, what we did say we changed the B to boobies. I'm just trying to help.
What's the Venmo?
The BLPA. Everyone. All right, guys. Well, other than that, guys, hey, thank you guys very much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me back on.
Hey,
Always
no problem.
Here.
See you. For the brand, download the podcast too. Even though you've listened to it, just download it.
Absolutely do.
Listen to it again.
Yeah. I do. I love coming back to it. Also, everybody out there, make sure to check out 3 Guys Top 5's The Irreverent Draft Experience podcast I do with my other group of people.
And if you want to see more of Reed, I don't mean like more of him, like more quantity, just more quality of him, like him topless. You can Venmo us at theblpa.com, onlyfans.com/theblpa. And everyone have a good week. Be good or be good at it.